Pigeon Podcast. We're back, finally. It's been a while. I'm your host, Sai, alongside my co-host, Jam, and we have a new co-host, Bud, who will be joining us, and in the future, Kin will be joining us as well for some of these episodes. So, let's get on into it. How you guys doing?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's starting great. This is normal for this podcast, by the way. I remember before when we were doing these, there was a point where Jam refused to answer me when I said, "How are you doing, Jam?" But then it wasn't her, it was her mic that wouldn't pick up her sound. And so it finally picked up her sound and she was like, "I said I was okay." But anywho, this is going to be episode 6. But technically
Liar.
episode 5.
Season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, season 2, episode 1. Now, Pigeon Podcast is coming back. I'm super excited for it. We have a massive list of topics. If you guys have ideas for topics, drop them down in the comments or toss them into the suggestion box in the Discord channels. We're going to play a little game of Would You Rather today, and I'm actually excited because this is going to be very silly and very stupid and very fun. And I know Bud has a couple of questions lined up, and I've got a couple of questions lined up, so...
yeah, I've got some good ones.
Oh, would you like to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
All right.
What is your favorite color?
That's not a would you rather.
Oh, you just said questions.
No. Oh, yeah, would you rather question?
Yeah, I would rather do questions, and I have some questions ready,
No.
so...
Oh my god, no, absolutely not. We're gonna do regular would you rather.
What is 7 times 9? That's kind of a question.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
That's a question of sorts.
I really don't know the answer to that, because I don't math. Math and me do not get along.
It's more than 6, I'll give you that.
Yeah, because it's 7 and 9. They're already above 6. Hey, do you guys know why 7, 8, 9?
That's not right. Kind of jumped the gun on that, I think.
Is that not how the joke goes?
No.
Oh.
Why was 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
Right.
Hey, you guys know why 7, 8, 9?
Because 10, 11, 12.
Oh my god, fuck off.
There's some bad math going on here. I'm glad I'm attached to Jam's head and not yours, because I feel like I'd be getting nothing out of you.
Well, that's just because James?
James?
Why do I have more names?
That's because Jam has the brain cell right now, apparently. Which is
Me and you,
typical.
James, we got this.
It's just another nickname. It's just another nickname. Alright, I'll fucking go first with a would
Just
you
another
rathers.
nick in the name.
Would you rather have 500 tarantulas crawling in your house or 1,000 crickets jumping around your room?
Crickets. 100%.
The crickets are all in your room?
Yeah, so the tarantulas are crawling all around your house. The crickets are in your room.
I think I would go with the tarantulas. Because I already pretty much have wolf spiders all over my house.
That's fair. You do have a constant battle with spiders.
And it's like, if I'm increasing the size of the spider like 25%, 50%, I mean, that's just more heads on toothpicks.
I'm gonna need
There's a reason they don't go in my room.
For that. Wait, you mean you're so at war with the spiders in the house that you're, like, putting their heads on spikes and putting them outside the defense wall to, like, warn them?
If arachnids had courts, I would be in The Hague.
Explain. I don't know what that...
The Hague is a war crimes court.
Oh! Okay, so...
tried in The Hague.
So if spiders had courts, criminal courts, you would be hanged for your crimes.
Close to what I said. But sure.
I'm trying to put it in layman's terms, okay?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people know what The Hague is.
Yeah, probably. Nope. Jam, we're not normal people.
So true.
Nope. Don't know it. not real.
If it was up to me for this question, I would just burn the whole house down. Fuck it, I'm
That's
moving
not one of
somewhere
them.
else.
You can't. Let's make a rule. There's no
You have to
opting out of the.
choose.
You have to choose one of the options.
All right, if I have to choose, look. Okay, here's the problem though. I have horrid arachnophobia, and you guys know this.
Sure.
Horrid arachnophobia. But crickets made me cry once, so I guess I have to
Yeah,
take...
but the crickets that made you cry were right in your face.
That's
These
true.
guys were just gonna be hopping all
No.
over.
That's true. My dad one time took a bag of crickets that were meant to be for Bud's leopard gecko, and for some reason thought that, ha 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 ha, the girl who's afraid of bugs, I'm gonna shove this bag of crickets in her face. And something about it just made me burst into, and I'm not talking like a little cry. It made me burst into like fucking sobs of tears.
It was very funny.
Like to the point where it's funny looking back at it now, but to the point where my mom was like, "You better give her a hug and make her feel better. We're scaring her with crickets." But like, I have to
literally
take...
just like, oh, look at these crickets, you.
yeah, kind of. I have a lot of bug fears, okay? But I have to take into consideration for this, how many times have crickets made me upset versus how many times spiders have made me upset. And spiders have made me upset a lot more than crickets. But...
Well, numerically or percentage-wise? Like, how many times have you seen a cricket versus how many times have you been upset by that cricket? Versus how many times have you seen a spider and been upset by the spider?
way more times for spiders than crickets.
Because it's like every time you see a spider, it's like, that's
Yes.
a bad day now.
Yes. And not necessarily a bad day, but definitely a bad however long I'm seeing it. But then I also have, like, the consideration of every time I see a cricket, I'm okay with it until it hops at me. So I say spiders outweigh the bad cricket thing. So I would say 1,000 crickets if I had to choose. But the
And how
idea
many
of
spiders?
500 tarantulas, not
500
just random,
tarantulas.
right? Because you have to consider how fucking big a tarantula is.
How big is a tarantula?
Like the palm of your hand,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. A tarantula is probably about the size of like my hand.
5 inches long. When spread out, it'd be up to 11 inches, so like a foot. How
yeah,
many?
my hand is about 5 inches long, so yeah, about the size of my hand.
So how many? I put on a pair of big galoshes, and I go to fucking town.
Yeah, but they also
How many
don't
steps do I
crunch
gotta
as easy.
step? I'm a hefty man.
Yeah,
I
but
can
tarantulas
smash
don't
a
crunch
tarantula.
as much as crickets crunch.
I
But
feel like
crickets are also
tarantulas
jumpy.
much crunchier. I've handled a lot of crickets.
That's true.
They're pretty squish. Like if you got a plump cricket, that's a squishy little morsel right there.
Ew, why would you call it a morsel?
That's what he be. A tarantula. It's got a carapace. That's gonna if you crunch it, it's gonna crunch. I mean, that's it. Like
Yeah.
if you step on a cricket, like I have squished a cricket and the cricket has wiggled out because it's so soft.
Well, here's the
It's
other
so
thing.
pliable.
Here's the
If
other
I
thing.
step on a tarantula and it cracks it, that thing's done.
Here's the other thing too. If you're in a room with tarantulas, or if you're in a house with tarantulas, though, you're upping the chances of you being bit, because aren't they venomous?
I think they are, but I don't think they would kill you. It'd be very painful.
500 of them, you got enough bites.
Well, how many? All right, first off, they're in the house, so they're going to be spread out decently.
Yeah.
And there's 500 of them, and these things are big. They're not going to be able to hide super well. So, like, I can probably get through, like, 495 of these things in a day.
That's true.
And if I got 5 tarantulas hidden throughout the house, the odds that they're going to come and find me before I get them is pretty low. I will say that if you have 1,000 crickets
They
in
could be
one room,
anywhere.
you could just shut that door and you're done.
That was my logic for choosing it. I was like, if it's 500 spiders around the house, like, that's it. No, get me a new house. If it's just the crickets in the room, I could just shut the room and forget about it. Just let them starve to death.
You know what? That's a really good point. Okay, yeah. All right. I think we're all on board then for 1,000 crickets.
Well, how do we resolve these issues at the end of the day, though? Like,
Introduce a new
spiders-
species to eat them.
That's not a bad idea. How many tarantulas can a tarantula hawk kill in a day?
Oh my god.
Probably not more than me.
Enough that it won't be able to move, it'll just be dragging
Yeah, but
itself across the
how
floor.
many crickets can a big, like, fucking Tengu lizard eat before it
All of them.
in a day? Like, a big fucking lizard, like an iguana or something, could probably
Well, let's
eat...
go for affordability, because you're going to be hard pressed to get more than one iguana at a time. Let's say leopard geckos.
Okay, those
See,
are cheap.
So they're $30 to $75 a pop. So let's say 55 on average.
Okay.
Right. Adults can be fed 6 to 7 large crickets 2 to 3 times a week. So if we say, let's say 6 crickets twice a week. So we have
We're doing actual math, guys. This
12.
is...
We have 12 crickets are out a week. If we divide 1,000 by 12, we're only looking at 83 weeks, which is like a year and a half of having a leopard gecko living in that room. I will say, though, crickets will eat a leopard gecko if they're outnumbered.
Yes, that is a problem.
So you need a bunch of leopard geckos.
Yeah, you'd need, like... And that gets expensive.
If we get 7 leopard geckos...
How much does it cost to get, like, a Tengu?
A Tengu?
Yeah.
Those are big boys.
I know, that's
and
what
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
that they're going to be super interested
In crickets.
in crickets
'Cause
once
they
they're...
eat bigger stuff, too.
We're looking at $2.99 to $3.49.
Woo! That's a bit much.
Okay, here, easy fix. Adult
Some
crickets
say
can live
$400 to
without...
$500.
Wait,
Go
go ahead,
ahead.
Jim.
Adult crickets can live without food or water for up to 2 weeks. And then it says it's possible to starve out crickets, although they may do a lot of damage while you wait. And then underneath that, it's some poor person who has left a Reddit post saying, how long does it take for a cricket to starve to death? He's been chirping non-stop for 3 days. It's as loud as a friggin' fire
feel
alarm.
that.
I think I'm losing my mind. How much
feel that
longer before he dies?
Really deeply.
What you don't know is that was Bud who actually wrote that post.
I deal with that all the time. It's very annoying. So Goliath bird eater tarantula can live 15 to 25 years.
Fuck that!
So I think the real decision here is
It's
just get the
crickets.
crickets, open a window. It's winter here. Open
Yeah.
up a window, and just not touch that room for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just when it's done, it's done. Now you'd have to make sure that you sealed up the door because they can be very small, so they could get under it. But as long as you sealed up the door, you'd be okay. Now
It does also say they do a lot of damage, so what's
They
to say they're
do.
not going to burrow into the walls?
that's true. But
They-
I think
don't know if they could burrow
overall-
into a wall. Like if it's not like dirt. Like well, I don't see
What
see a
damage are they doing
cricket.
to a house then for it to say that they're going to do a lot of damage in that?
I think they
space?
can eat like cloth,
like moths.
Oh,
like linen
okay.
and stuff.
So, like, you just have to... Well, and here's the other thing. As long as you
And
have
yeah.
insurance on, like, your home or your apartment, as long as
Does
you had...
insurance cover infestations?
I would assume it does. It covers, like, natural disasters and stuff, so I would assume...
Is this an act of God? Are we being like
I
blighted
probably
with these
not.
things, or is this like? Because this is not a
Hold
natural
on,
occurring thing.
let me call
You
up my
can't
home...
call up-
let me
You
call
can't
my
call
home
up
insurance
fucking
company real
Geico
quick.
and be like, "Hey, bud, I got 1,000 crickets in my room."
No, let me
No,
just be
it's
like...
not. I didn't do it.
No, let me just be like, hi, do you guys cover acts of God, like the plague and stuff? Because I'm sure that would go over real fucking well.
Like he hath sent the horde and the swarm, and it's not going well. Imagine
Alright.
being that insurance agent, and you're just like wrapping up, like, "Oh, this guy's fucking tree fell on his house. Like, that sucks." Yeah, my guy has 1,000 crickets in one room. And Jeff over there had a guy with 500 tarantulas. Yeah, he lives in Canada. It's crazy.
But you
Like
know
that's an
what's
act
funny?
of God if I've ever seen one.
But you know what's funny too is we talk about like the possibility of 500 spiders in your house. That's just Australia.
They don't have tarantulas.
They
Like,
have worse things than
en masse.
tarantulas.
I don't know about
They have
that.
the spiders that make webs in the between the fucking trees and just will fall on your head.
Yeah, but they're just hanging out though. Are these insects angry with us, or are they just
Usually.
existing?
Everything in Australia is trying to kill you.
No, I mean the ones in our house.
Oh. Well, it doesn't specify, so it
Are
could
the
go
spiders
either way.
pissed, or are they just like chilling?
I feel like somebody just like dumped some spiders in your house as like it was just a prank.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing: is I can abide 1,000 neutral crickets. I cannot abide 1,000 evil crickets.
Oh, I've got the next question lined up, by the way.
So
I think that you can't look at it as if they're evil or not because they're just creatures. So I think that we are all in agreement that overall,
I think crickets is the way.
the way to go.
Yeah, crickets is it for me.
Yeah.
It's got to be crickets for me, dog.
That's a crickets for me. Anywho.
All right.
Next one. Now, the next one I think might be a little controversial because I know how me and Jam are going to answer, but I'm curious to see how Bud answers because of the dynamic that you have.
I'm going to answer as quickly as I can.
Okay.
And not just go with my gut response for this.
So, gut responses. I know what Jam's gut response is to this. Would you rather give up your computer or your pet?
Ooh, shit. That's tough, actually.
See, that's why I wanted to ask this, because I know Jam would say, I would rather give up my computer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the same. I would rather give up my computer than any pet that I have.
My cat is a goddamn menace, though.
I know Mighty is a menace, but like...
But your computer can be replaced. Your cat is unique.
Not yet. Well, that's a good thing for me, though. I would not mind not replacing that cat.
Oh, no.
Look, you don't...
I still have open wounds from being near the thing.
The thing! Oh, no.
It's like a sea rat that somehow became a cat.
Mail me the catto. I will.
She'd survive the fucking trip too, man. She's
yeah. No, she wouldn't survive the trip. She'd show up in a ghost ship, and everybody's been killed.
Like
they would crash into the harbor.
Mighty exists.
Yeah,
she exists. The only reason that this cat is still alive.
I would have to get rid of my computer because I have other things to keep me occupied.
Yeah.
I'm not on my computer all the time.
Well, and also you do for as psychotic and
I do enjoy watching the cat.
Yeah, like as much as she's a menace, I know that you have love for the cat. But like love is a bit of a strong word.
It's a little much.
But yeah, I was curious how you'd answer that because I know for me and Jam, like, take the computer, take anything, just don't take my fucking pet.
I gotta say computer because otherwise I'll get like crucified over being like, oh, he hates his cat. Like, I do, but
he does, but he doesn't.
Sucks.
Look, and I can concur that Mighty is literally the devil. She's fucking evil.
You brought her to your house one time, and she came out of the cat carrier and latched onto your face.
She did.
She was giving hugs.
I was never gonna tell the internet this story, but now that you brought it up, I guess fuck it. I'm gonna look like an idiot. I already look like an idiot on the internet. My fucking streams have already done that for me. But so because I love animals. Like animals
they don't love you.
Amazing. No, most of them do. Mighty doesn't love anyone. But
Mighty loves pain.
I had just gotten Fred and George, who I unfortunately no longer have. They passed away, but I had just adopted them, and it was like maybe a week or two into it, and I thought, well, dogs like have play dates where like they go over and they hang out with other dogs. Jam's already
that's immediately a major misstep.
Already judging me. I can feel
because
this.
It's I got some cats. So cats are just like dogs,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
like, they're definitely not the opposite creatures.
So I thought, my cats might enjoy having a play date because like Mighty didn't have anybody else to play with.
Well, she did at the time.
And I thought, that my cats and her would get along. Well, what ended up happening was I brought her in the carrier. She hates car rides. She hates the carrier. She hates everything. And I undid the carrier, and she immediately launched out of the carrier at full fucking velocity. Just full speed. Right into my face. Launched off of my fucking face. I mean, scratched the shit out of me. Blood everywhere. Bolted through my apartment at the time and hid under my bed. And it took me forever to get her back into the crate. Crying. It caused an instant migraine. My cats were freaking out. And they were calm at first, when she was first there, they were just like, oh, we're gonna sniff you and check you out. And the next thing I knew, it was just a fucking hell. And so I brought her back to my parents' house, and of course everybody was like, we told you.
And we did.
And, we
absolutely told you.
Lesson learned, and I've never lived it down since. And they will never let it go.
No.
I've learned my lesson, and I will never do kitty cat.
And you would think,
again.
a cat that's, really, terrified would, try to get away from the people that it's near. But Mighty just is whatever is closest to me is gonna die. And there is no question about, they will die a painful death.
Yeah.
But no, I do appreciate Mighty for what she is, which is a bastard cat. Garbage rat.
I mean,
creature.
I literally got her out of a dumpster.
Rat creature.
Yo, I literally got her out of a dumpster, though. And I
Yeah,
brought
she pulled her out of a
home.
dumpster behind a convenience store.
Yeah. And then, brought her
Convenient
home.
cat.
Convenient.
It was convenient at first, her
Yeah.
first month or two out of her because
She
we had her
was
confined.
fine.
We had 2 other cats at the time,
Yeah.
so we had her confined to one room, and we slowly introduced them. Didn't go well either way. But her first month, in that greater house, she killed a mole in the basement.
She did.
And was
What?
so proud about it.
As
Oh.
a tiny, and she was tiny.
The thing was as big as she was almost.
Yeah, and she killed it.
Full
That
dead,
should have been our
blood
first red
and shit.
flag.
Yeah, we should look at that and be like, well, that
It's not
doesn't
normal.
seem possible. That doesn't seem like it. This is the devil.
Like I said, this is a cat that lives out of pure spite for being alive.
She loves when people are asleep because she will sneak up to your bed, scream at you to wake you up. When you wake up, she goes for any exposed flesh and
Yep.
bites you.
Has bitten our father on the nose while he sleeps. Just because she can.
She's just mean.
She's mean. But she's cute.
And people are like, oh, all your cats are just like your owners, and I take a small amount of offense to that.
Yep. That's understandable.
Because while I can be quite vicious, I do not. Well, I do bite. Well,
Guess that goes
let's
out
move
the
on.
window.
Let's go.
Fucking
What's
hell.
the next topic? I go
What?
computer. I got it. Does it mean all computers are just like my desktop?
No, all computers.
That's fine. I got books.
Alright, so the next question is, and I think Jam will appreciate this one, because I think I already know the answer for this too. Actually, no, this one might be a bit, we'll see. So the next question I got is, would you rather be a giant hamster or a tiny rhino?
I mean, gotta be tiny rhino, right?
I mean, I like the idea of being a tiny rhino. You could,
Because a giant hamster, I feel like, is just as vulnerable as a large hamster.
or a normal size hamster.
At a certain, because at a certain point, the size gain of a hamster does nothing to improve its chances. At a certain point, it's just a big dog.
Oh my god, could you imagine dog-sized hamsters?
But a fucking tiny, how tiny is the rhino? Is it a
doesn't
rat-sized
say.
rhino?
It doesn't say. It just says tiny or giant. So I guess what we assume is tiny. I mean, when I think tiny, I'm talking hold it between
if
two
it's
fingers tiny.
if it's microscopic, then that's just a death sentence.
Yeah, I'm thinking. But yeah, but here's the
That
thing.
500 tarantulas gonna rip me apart.
Here's the thing. If you were a itty bitty tiny rhino, you could run around everywhere, and if somebody stepped on you, you'd hurt them. At least you take a little bit
Actually,
of a
you
stab
know
before
what?
you go.
I might have to change. I might have to go hamster because rhinos are pretty much blind.
Are they?
Yeah,
Hamsters
that's
are too.
terrible eyesight.
Yeah, hamsters aren't great either.
Well, these are just two shit animals. Like, would you rather be small and shit or big and shit?
Oh god.
Like, would you rather be like really big and fat and have big cheeks and you can't see,
look at
or
it
really
this way.
small and hard with a horn and can't see?
Look at it this way: the rhino is shit if it's tiny because it uses like its weight as like its defense. Like its weight, it swings its weight around to like attack things. Right? It's not like the horn is like gonna do anything if it's tiny. It can't puncture anything without the force behind it.
That's true. It can't
That's
defend
fair.
itself.
So at least
But
with
if we want to go really scientific on this, as soon as a hamster gets to a certain size, it collapses in on itself.
I mean, what if it was like Godzilla-sized hamster in a Godzilla-sized hamster ball? That'd be a lot of death and destruction happening.
I can't do that. Because the second you get to too big as a hamster, the government's coming for you.
Also, we also have to question too. If you're like a Godzilla-sized hamster, and your legs are still little, like, and you're that big,
your legs wouldn't be little.
Well, it's not
going
to
to
be like, yeah, it's not like your body grows and you have like a fucking like millimeter-sized foot at the bottom of this 4-story
unless
creature.
you're a Carnotaurus.
No, shut.
The dinosaur
I
with
think
little arms.
it depends on how tiny the rhino is. Because if it's like a cat rhino,
No,
I'm all about it. But if it's like a mouse,
a rat size or a mouse size,
a rat or a mouse, I might go with just because you would be like the king of that sized creature.
I was gonna say when you said like a small rhino, I was like picturing it as watermelon size.
Okay, well, and here's
A watermelon-sized rhino could still fuck shit up.
I thought
That's
that sentence
powerful.
was ending a lot sooner for a second there, and I was like,
watermelon-sized rhino fucks.
Jesus Christ.
Look at the size of his
But
horn.
here's the thing, too. Part of the reason I think people love hamsters is because their size. They're tiny, right? People are afraid
this is
of
starting
rhinos.
to broach into a different topic.
That's true. We'll move on.
But I will say that at a certain point, that cute little hamster, as it grows, is going to go from cute to horrifying very quickly. And it's going to be like a switch.
That's true.
Like, you're going to be like, oh my God. Like that's going to be like, I'm going from this is so adorable to somebody call the police.
Right.
Because we need some brutality on this thing.
All right, let's see what other questions it does. And if you guys think of something too, like, it doesn't have to be off a list. If you guys think of one as we're doing this, like, throw it out there. 100%.
I got some fucking weird ones, but I don't know that they'll really help.
Okay, let's throw one out there.
Would you rather have a third nipple or an extra toe on each foot?
Extra toe.
But everyone will know.
If everyone was gonna know, definitely extra toe.
Everyone knows. Like, you have like a little. There's a little light above your head that just like the first time somebody meets you, it just says like this person has an extra toe or a third nipple.
I'd rather go extra toe because I feel like a lot of you'd get questioned on your extra toe, but I feel like people would want to like if you said nipple, people would be like, "Can I see it?" And I feel like that's just not acceptable.
But if I saw a sign of somebody said "Hey, I have an extra toe," I'd be like, let me see that fucking toe.
Well, yeah, but you'd be more inclined.
You can't not see it.
You'd be more inclined to want to show your toes than your nipples.
Well, it depends on your personality, really.
Also,
imagine if you will.
It's probably a lot more legal in public to show your toes.
Well, it depends on where the nipple is.
That's fair.
What if it's on your foot, where a toe would be?
Oh, that's fair.
No, all right. Imagine, if you will, you're a new mother of triplets. What would be better? An extra toe, or you put that third little toddler up on there and you're good?
What?
All right. So, I think I would go with the toe because I get a lot more mileage out of that.
Also, people who have like longer toes, like monkey toes, you imagine the extra grippage that you would get?
Yeah, I know. I opened the door with my toe already. I can fucking sticks.
You can pick shit up with your toes if you get that extra toe.
It also depends on what kind of toe it is. Because if it's another pinky toe, that shit's useless.
That's true. Pinky toes are.
If I get another like big toe, that's like I'm gonna kick the shit out of somebody. 2 big toes, motherfucker.
It's true. Jam. Oh, Jam's muted. That's fine. Let's see. I'm trying to find ones that, like, really suit, like, us that actually would affect us. Ooh, okay. This is a good one. I already know. Well, I don't know. Okay, so would you rather be able to control animals or be able to see into the future?
See into the future. You can kind of train animals already.
That's true. You can kind of control animals already. But
I can look into the future and figure out exactly what I need to do to make that animal do what I want it to do.
That's fair too. That's a good point. Ooh, I like this one. Would you rather be able to shrink down to the size of an ant or grow to the size of a skyscraper? So just become Ant-Man. Just become Ant-Man at this point.
What is with you and the growing and shrinking questions?
I don't know.
Definitely shrink.
Let's do all of them real quick. Would you rather be very large or very small?
Small.
I want to be like a mountain.
But don't you not like heights?
No, I don't mind heights. I have a fear of tall buildings, but not being on top of them.
Okay.
And if I was huge, there would be no tall buildings.
Ooh. Well, that seems okay. Let's see. Ooh. Would you rather... I say ooh, and I think this is not going to be as ooh as she...
Alright, it's going to be like the most whelming one. I'm going to be perfectly whelmed by this question.
Would you rather never have a life without air conditioning or never be able to use deodorant?
Never have a life without... That's... What?
Yeah, would you... Would you rather never have a life without air conditioning or never be able to use deodorant?
I don't think that question is what you think it is. Because I'm pretty sure that just means, would you like air conditioning?
Or no deodorant?
I would go with having air conditioning over no deodorant, I guess. I think it's supposed to say, would you rather have a life without air conditioning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which would be kind of something to think about. But that just didn't make any goddamn sense with that double negative.
Would you like air conditioning or no deodorant?
Would you rather eat pizza 2 days a week or die?
I don't think it's that extreme.
What the hell kind of question is that?
This one's really stupid. Would you rather get your wisdom teeth pulled or your butt cheeks pierced?
Wisdom teeth? Because I've already had that done.
Yeah, same.
I'll do that again. That was no problem.
I don't want my butt cheeks pierced. I don't want to sit on metal.
Like together?
No!
Are you sealing the gap?
I don't think that'd go over very well. You'd get infections really fast.
Are you on about like one of those bull rings for your ass?
Like when you get your septum pierced and it's a little round thing in your nose, but instead it connects your butt cheeks together.
Oh my god.
Did you imagine you like
Bad design.
just be like, hold on 1 second, I gotta clench my ass cheeks together. I really gotta shit, but instead I'm gonna clench it with my piercing.
You don't even gotta clench. It's just like you're done.
Oh my god.
Like it's like I gotta go to the bathroom, but it's gonna take me about 15 minutes to get this thing off of me. What if it gets caught in your pants and it pulls your butt off?
What if it's not like a... What did say butt cheeks? Is like the upper part of your butt cheeks near your tailbone still your butt cheeks?
You know where your cheeks are.
What if it's like you pierced it so that each cheek had like a face?
Here's how you...
Shut up.
The piercing is gonna be like like it's gonna go through right across where your void is.
What if you pierced one side with eyes and one side with a mouse? Mouse?
Mouse? Well, you're probably gonna look at some animal cruelty charges then.
No.
With a mouth, and then you could just sit sideways, and then you could just make butt tops.
Oh no.
That was just visually like the
Yeah,
worst.
well, this next one's not visually great either. Would you rather go a year with no eyelashes or a year with no eyebrows?
Eyelashes. I got good I
Yeah.
got a good eyebrows.
Either way, somebody's gonna look at you and go, something's wrong with that person.
The problem with the eyelashes is that they're actually like important.
Yeah, eyelashes are actually important. Eyebrows,
Whereas
I mean,
eyebrows,
eyebrows
you
are
can,
kind
like-
of important, but eyelashes are more important because they keep things out of your eyes. Unless the eyelash gets in your eye, and then it's kind of a counterproductive thing to have on your face because you're being attacked by your own protective body part, so...
I've never had my eyebrows betray me. So I have had a
I've never
multitude of
thought
eyelashes turn on me.
Right. So if you it's almost like if you wanted to punish them for attacking you, just shave them off for you.
Well, I think it's more so that's like
never mind. Don't shave your eyelids.
I can trust my eyebrows to have my back. My eyelashes are pretty flaky. I'm not into. I'd rather just be like have the safety of it.
They have your back.
If my eyelashes are gone, that's one less thing on my face that I'm worried is going to turn on me.
Right. Also, you could get fake eyelashes if you needed to.
I think that kind of cheats, though.
It does cheat. It
So
does.
it's like, would you rather have no eyebrows or no eyelashes? I would rather have eyelashes, but I'll not have eyelashes, but I'll just get more.
That's true.
So it's
Is
kind
there
of like,
an
well, that's
option
just
to remove both?
that's called alopecia.
Yeah, that's called you have no hair anywhere. The hair jumped off your body. You bald, you got no eyebrows, you ain't got no eyelashes.
Exactly.
You're
It's not
naked.
like you're going
You're
bald.
naked
The reason
mole
is because of this.
What? Oh yeah, there's mites that live in your eyelashes, which is gross.
There's mites that live all over you.
Ugh, skin pigeons.
Skin pigeons?
Yeah, skin pigeons.
No, you don't have skin pigeons.
No, you.
No,
They're
she
mites.
does have skin
No,
pigeons.
I do have
She
skin pigeons.
has skin pigeons.
But you don't even. Hold on, let me explain to you what a skin pigeon is, okay? So.
I think it's a very small pigeon that lives on your skin, but I could be wrong.
It
You
is,
would be
but
correct.
They're invisible too. So basically, you know how like when you're just sitting and it feels like there's just something crawling on you, but there's not anything there? That is a
No.
skin pigeon. So if you like ever feel like something brushed against you, or you ever feel like something's crawling on your skin, and you look and there's nothing there, it's a skin pigeon. It's an invisible skin pigeon. And they run
I always
across-
thought that was invisible spiders.
No, it's skin pigeons.
It used to be spiders, but then the pigeons moved in and ate them.
Yeah,
so now
the
it's only
pigeons-
pigeons.
See, I
without.
don't understand that because pigeons are
Outclassed.
pretty much just garbage at everything they do.
I'm sorry, but our very first full episode of this podcast, we ranked birds, and pigeons were fucking S tier.
We're gonna have to redo that. I have a brand new perspective for you. Pigeons are shitbirds.
No, they're really smart.
They're not. They're the dumbest bird ever.
No, they're not. We had a whole.
Where do
group of
you find pigeons?
Yeah, but we did a lot of research about pigeons
Where do you find pigeons in cities, right?
and other places.
What the pigeons spend 99% of their time looking for food and stealing food in the city.
Because they're smart.
They
like
could just
raccoons.
leave the city and there's farms all fucking over. And they could
Yeah.
just get a shit ton of food for free.
But they have to keep their territory from the seagulls.
You put a seagull and a pigeon in a cage, and that seagull is gonna kick ass.
I agree to disagree.
This is getting added because I will not
All
allow
right, we'll
this
do
to
a
stand.
second. We'll do a second ranking birds episode. 100%.
This is unbelievable.
Add it to the list. All
Pigeons
right.
are like
People
they're
call them
terrible.
rats with wings, but I don't agree.
That's a bat.
What?
A bat is a rat with wings.
No, a bat is a bat.
A bat is a rat with wings.
A bat is a bat, and a cat is a cat, and a rat is a rat.
And Matt is Matt.
Yep. And Pat is Pat.
I miss you, Matt.
What?
What?
Who?
All right.
You know someone named Matt?
Hey,
Yeah, I do. I haven't talked to him in like 2 years.
Oh. Jam, you got one?
I was gonna say, before we move on from the bird thing, I would like to introduce you to 1 second. Let me load it. Hang on. Cancel that. Hang on.
I heard her computer go, you fucked up.
No. I would like to introduce you to this guy who is labeled as the dumbest bird. They're called the dumbest bird because
Is that a kiwi?
so.
No, that's not a
No,
kiwi.
it's. Hang on, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. It's this.
Oh, a
Cockapoo?
cockapoo.
The apparently known as the parrot with the lowest IQ because it runs on trees and stuff, and it falls off and falls under trees because it forgets it can't fly.
That's like sloths that grab their own arms because they think that it's
Yep,
a tree
yep.
branch and they fall to their deaths.
Animals are just... Oh, yeah, we need to do an episode, too, where we create our own animal, take parts of other existing animals, and create an animal that we think would be the most likely to survive anything.
Pigeons, bottom tier.
Shut.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right.
You take a pigeon out of the city, and it's fucked.
Not really. There's pigeons who live in other areas. I don't have that information in front of me right now to defend
All right.
myself.
Are you confusing pigeons with rock doves?
No.
Because rock doves and pigeons are pretty much the same thing, but a pigeon is a city bird.
And doves are really stupid too.
Yeah, but rock doves, rock doves and pigeons are the same, right?
Yeah.
So if I walk into a city and I see a bird, I'm like, that's not a rock dove, that's a pigeon, because it's shitty and in the city. And if I'm out in the woods and I see the exact same bird, that's a rock dove, because it is beautiful, it is in nature, and it is capable.
Sure. I got the next question.
Oh no.
And I feel like part of me is going to end up with one of these anyway, because Jam's going to yoop them. But, would you rather be born without knees or without elbows? So.
Without knees.
I can get peg legs, and that's pretty much
Yeah,
having no knees.
I was gonna go with the whole but you can get a wheelchair or something. If you don't have elbows, you're not picking anything up. You're not.
All right, hold on. Are we talking
still
your
pick
whole
things
arm
up.
is fused straight out like a guy with stick arms?
Yeah, yes.
Or does it have no bone and it's just like a muppet flailing around?
No, it's like stick arms where you're just clapping and slapping all the time because you can't bend your arms. Just stick your arms right out. Stick your arms out straight in front of you, and they can't bend anymore. That's what you're working with. But minus the size of the elbow, take the elbow part out.
And it's the same with your legs?
Yeah.
That's pretty cumbersome to be on your legs because you can put your shoulder down, but if you're sitting down, your legs are straight out the whole time.
Yeah.
You'd have a hard time sitting anywhere.
Yeah, you can't bend your legs.
You can't sit. You just
gotta.
Could
you imagine how walking would be? You gotta wobble walk.
Yeah.
You'd be in a constant run trying to keep balance.
Can I just have both and then just move like a starfish and roll on?
Oh no!
But the other
Just,
thing is,
do an endless cartwheel.
I feel like there's also people out there who live with those disabilities who have definitely overcome some serious obstacles and figured out how to make it work. And I would love to understand that better. But if it was up to me, I don't know. I'm already really short. Do I want to lose extra height?
Would you lose height if you don't have knees?
Don't think so.
You lose an inch at best if it's just fusing your bones. Is it replacing your knee with a solid piece, or is it removing your knee and just clicking the bones together?
Removing your knee completely, removing that section of the leg where it bends, and then putting the other two sections back together.
Yeah, I mean, you're only going to lose an inch.
But then I would lose an inch of arm, and I already got short arms. I got T-Rex arms.
Yeah, but if you lose an inch of arm and they're stuck straight out anyway, there's garbage there.
I also feel doing things without elbows is a lot harder too, like washing your hair.
You couldn't. I mean, what do you mean? Like lock your elbows out and then just try to wash your hair without bending your elbow? You don't.
I
You
can't.
just reach
I can't
into the
do
sky.
It. Just, I'm a wacky waving arm flailing inflatable tube man without the waving and wackiness.
So you're just a tube man.
I'm just a tube man.
Without the tube.
They took my tube away. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I neither preferably, but I guess yeah, knees.
I gotta go knees. Because it's bad, but you could adapt and have a normal life with your legs sticking straight out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, there are jobs you could work, there are things you could do still. With your arms, like, sticking straight out, it's like, what the hell are you going to do with that? You can't drink or eat anymore. You'd have to, like, slam your face into shit to eat. Because you can't get the food to your mouth without bending your elbows.
It just reminded me of those old videos where the dude imitates how different animals eat. And there's, like, an alligator or whatever, and he just flung himself onto the fucking table.
That's how it would be, man.
God, those are amazing. I fucking love those videos. Shit. Oh god. Okay, let's see. Would you rather wear pants 3 sizes too big or shoes 3 sizes too small? Pants.
You can't wear shoes 3 sizes too small.
What you can do, stick them on a toe and be like, got 'em on.
Yeah, like, that's like, all right. Would you rather have 2 big pants or lose your feet? That one's a little tough.
That one's a little bit too much. Let's see.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for a decade?
Coma.
Yeah?
Oh.
That's 10 years just gone.
This is a good...
Yeah, but then if you're in prison, like, there's risks of being killed in there, like...
Yeah. Well, it depends on what prison you're in.
I mean...
If you're, like, in a minimum security prison, you're pretty set.
Oh, this one's... Ooh.
Like, I don't know. Well, let's say what if it's, like, you're in a coma for a decade or in isolation for 5 years?
You know, there's people who...
Coma. Just sleep through it.
Right? You know, there's people, though, who have, like, been coming out of comas after, like, the pandemic and everything, and having no fucking clue, like, what happened, and it being just pure chaos. I couldn't imagine.
I wish I could work in a hospital and just, like, work in the coma ward or whatever that would be, and just, like, freak people out when they wake up.
Yeah, it's year 5003.
Yeah, like dress in, like, these crazy outfits, like, just, like, scream at them as soon as they, like, come to.
The end is here!
Run!
That's mean.
Oh no.
That's mean. Alright.
Blood said there's a zombie apocalypse going on.
Yeah.
Did you dress as a zombie?
I don't want to die. Because you'd have that one coma dude who's like, his whole coma dream has been him fighting zombies.
Yeah, and he just chokes you out
and he's like super
you.
Fucking ready.
And you're there
like, he grabs his fucking IV and you're like, stop.
I'm not really a zombie.
I know, and he's just there choking you like you can't get your words out and warn him.
Alright, so here's what I just learned. Both of you think that strangulation is the way to kill a zombie.
No.
You can't choke a zombie out. It's already dead.
I know. I was continuing off of what you were saying about choking him. I was like, you won't
God,
be able to get your words out.
I would think like he would wake up, grab his IV tape like pole, and slap you with that.
Oh, that's true. That's I like how me and Jam.
He's like, I'll kill you. He's like, grabbing your neck, like, oh my god.
Me and Jam. Hold on. Me and Jam.
Like, that's unrelated.
Me and Jam were metagaming that. Because we were taking the knowledge of that person not actually being a zombie.
That posits that he wakes up, sees you, and goes, that motherfucker's dressed as a zombie, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, we metagamed our own fucking hypothetical situation.
It's just what my character would do.
Are our reaction wasn't, what would you do if you woke up from a coma and saw a zombie? It was, what would you do if you woke up from a coma and saw a man dressed as a zombie?
I like your idea too. There is like, you see a man dressed as a zombie, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna strangle him. It could be Halloween. And you kill him.
I need to breathe. Stop it.
Clearly, Jam and I would not survive a zombie apocalypse. If our plan of attack is that one dressed like a zombie, or is it an actual zombie?
Well,
Choke it out!
I also like the idea that you see a real zombie and you go, fucking kill it! And just grab it by the neck. I like the idea that the zombie would probably be so shocked that it would die.
I just claimed it was
choking me.
I just claimed it was self-defense. I said, well, what the fuck was this guy doing on a coma ward dressed as a motherfucking zombie?
He's having a good time.
Also, we have to
Halloween,
take
man.
into consideration who let the guy into the coma ward dressed like
He's
a
the
zombie.
doctor. It's Halloween.
So this scenario happens hypothetically once a year, maybe.
Hypothetically, all right. Here's all I'm saying.
Oh, my
Here's my
inside
word on this. Hypothetically, if a coma patient had zombie dreams and woke up on Halloween and a doctor was dressed as a zombie, he probably wouldn't try to strangle him. He probably would choose something else.
Okay, we need to move on. I'm so glad one of our future topics is our survival plans for the apocalypse.
Good God.
Okay.
I will be right back.
All right. Okay, so the next one, this is actually perfect for Jam to be muted for, because she's not into Star Wars. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader for the rest of your life?
People are just gonna think you're an asthmatic if you.
Yeah,
breathe like
if you
Vader.
breathe like Vader your whole life, they're just gonna think you're sick. But
Yeah.
if you talk like Yoda for the rest of your life, they're gonna think you're either wise or insane.
Not gonna think you're wise. I think that's right out when you're reversing sentences.
You're gonna be like, because to me, when I think about,
Do you got to
how
do the
Yoda-
voice, or are you just doing the speech pattern?
just the speech pattern. It
Because if you're
doesn't
like
say-
walking in every room going, people are gonna kick your ass.
Oh my god, what if that was it though? Like, it says talk like Yoda, so what if you, I'll switch it up a little bit. What if you had to start every sentence like that?
But do you have to talk like Yoda, or do you just have to do that?
Just
If you
that.
just have to go, how you doing?
Yeah, at the start of every sentence, you just have
Like,
to
what the hell's wrong with this guy? Is he making fun of me?
Yeah, can I get a slice of cheese pizza?
Is it cancer, doc? Like, it's gonna get real dark in bad situations.
Oh no.
Do you think she's gonna live?
I have bad news. I don't think she's gonna make it.
That's terrible. What am I gonna do?
Do you have life insurance?
Life insurance have, do you?
Now you're going too far down the rabbit hole. But if you had to like
Yoda,
talk like Yoda, it
as a
reminds
pastoral
me...
care worker.
Oh God.
We're here for you.
Here for you, are we?
Yeah.
But talking like Yoda just makes me think of Sheriff Rottingham from Robin Hood Men in Tights, where he says the sentence is all out of fucking whack. So, like, kill in King's Forest, King Deer. It is like he fucks it all fucking weird, right? So
Right.
that's
All right, so think of the average person half of the population is stupider than that person, how many people are actually going to be able to figure out what you're saying if you talk like Yoda?
Right.
Whereas if you're breathing like
Also-
Darth Vader, you're like that kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I think his name
kid.
was Stevie.
I don't remember. He just, how are you today?
Yeah.
Oh, that just made me almost choke.
Choked. So maybe you should go with the Yoda thing, because you might die.
Yeah, I might choke on my own fucking air.
I would have to say Darth Vader, because they're just going to think you're sick.
Yeah.
And they're not going to think you're, like, insane.
Yeah. 100%. I completely agree. All right. So, the next one I have is interesting. In my opinion. Would you rather be insulted by Gordon Ramsay for 10 seconds or receive unlimited text messages from Donald Trump for 10 minutes?
Donald Trump.
Just to see
He's
what
a
crazy
funny
shit
motherfucker.
he says?
Yeah.
Like, 10 seconds of Gordon Ramsay insults wouldn't be enough for me. Like, I
don't get it.
If
I'm
those 10
not...
seconds were him making me say I'm an idiot sandwich, then sure.
Yeah, but that's just like, I don't know what you're into, but
'Cause
that's
it's
not doing
funny.
anything for me.
No, but it's funny to me. But
Is
like,
it?
yeah, he made a lady, a grown woman. He slapped her face between two slices of bread and said, "What are you?" I'm an idiot sandwich. That's the stupidest shit ever.
You could get some really awesome unhinged messages from Donald
And
Trump.
the
And I think
reason-
that would be absolutely worth it.
And the reason I would pick the Donald Trump one is because not only would you get unhinged fucking content from the idiot, but you could then use that information against him if it were...
I don't even give a shit about that. Like,
You know.
say what you will about the man's politics. He is a funny motherfucker. He is a funny
Something.
dude. I love that clip where he's standing up in the podium and the woman up there says something about being exposed to COVID and he just leaves. He just walks the fuck out. That's funnier than shit. I love that. I would love to get a stream of consciousness for 10 minutes, because you know what? And the other thing about that is I have text messages. I get to savor that 10 minutes text message whenever I
Over
want.
and over. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Gordon Ramsay's going to say that to you once and that's it.
And that's it. Then you
your
might forget
experience
it
is
years
over.
down the road. Oh, God. I just misread this next one. And now I have to say it the way I read it. Would you rather be a cowboy who rides the bull or the bull who rides the cowboy is what I read. It's not what the actual question is. But
That's a little concerning.
my
But all right.
dyslexia kind of fucked it up. Yeah, the
What
bull
is
who,
the way it's written?
the bull
what the-
who rides the cowboy. He gets on the dude's shoulders and runs around.
Yeah, because that's definitely how people are going to take that.
Also, yeah, I was about. Damn it. Yeah, that's.
When they hear that, that's definitely what they're thinking. Yeah,
It
on
just-
the shoulders, 100%. Yeah, that's where the bull belongs. Yeah.
It's just... It just makes me think of that old country song, "Save a horse, ride a cowboy."
Oh, good lord.
The
Is this what we're doing now?
No.
Vulgarities?
The question that I was supposed to read was, would you rather be a clown who distracts the bull or the cowboy who rides the bull?
I kind of already am the clown, so I'd go with that.
Yeah, I'd go with clown. I would say less risk of injury, but that percentage is
No.
probably so insanely small between the two that
Probably
it doesn't
not.
matter.
Yeah. I think you're running about the same risk. It's just a different type of injury.
Oh my god, I have the perfect question. I already know my answer. Would you rather have baby vomit on you? Or would you rather vomit on a baby?
I'd vomit on a baby. I mean, every time.
I would vomit on a baby
Fuck them kids.
so fast. It would be so funny. I'd just be like, "Oh, you want to throw up on anything at any time?"
Well, it's
How
also
do
like
you
a baby
like it?
babies are usually pretty much bald, so like cleaning up that baby is just gonna be like a dunk in the tub and you're good.
Just dunk it in the
Like
toilet.
if a baby throws up on me, I'm kind of hairy, so like that's gonna be some work.
That's true. That's true. That's true. All right.
Like I don't want to have to put that much effort into like getting baby out of my
What about
everything.
you, Jamie? Do you want to have a baby throw up on you, or do you want to throw up on a baby?
I'd prefer to not throw up at all, but like, I don't know.
Are you gonna take the moral high ground and have the baby vomit on you so that you sound like less of an asshole than we do? Yeah, fuck you, baby. I'm vomiting all over that piece of shit.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I love it. I have why is this a question? Would you rather get married to a zombie? I don't know why zombies keep coming up at this point.
It's a doctor though.
Would you rather
Dr. Zombie?
Would you rather get married to a zombie or give birth to a zombie?
I have to pick Mary.
Yeah. Oh,
because
right.
I don't know where that's coming out.
That's fair. That's very fair. Well, if you've got your butt cheeks pierced, it's not coming out of there. That's
I
for
don't
sure.
think that's how that works anyway.
You
I'm
give
pretty
birth
sure
out of
that's
your
gonna
butt
like.
and it just rips the ring out.
I think if I choose the give birth option there, I just die. I think that's just it for me.
Jam had to mute for a second. Oh, Jam said, I would also say Mary because giving birth to it seems like a high infection risk, which is a really good point.
That's a good point.
What if the baby bites you in the womb? Like, do you then become a zombie? But if you're marrying
I don't think
a zombie,
I don't think it matters what room you're in when it bites you.
No, not room, womb.
Yeah, woo. It's gonna bite you. At what point during like the kiss the bride part is that thing gonna rip your face off though?
Also, well, that's what I was just thinking. Like, if you are getting married to a zombie, are you not also a zombie? Is this like an interspecies? Is a zombie a different species technically?
No, it's just
gonna become the zombie human episode. So then it's just necrophilia.
Having that infected thing growing me for 9 months. Nah, no thanks. Cut it out. Counter. It's not a zombie the whole time. It becomes a zombie while you're giving, like as soon as you go into labor.
As you're giving birth, it just erupts into a zombie and just rips its way out of your
No, it's still a baby.
Yeah,
it's just hungry now.
Oh, well, it's
also it can't bite you in the womb because babies don't have teeth.
Oh yeah, babies grow teeth, so it would be safe.
I don't think they have fingernails either.
No, they have fingernails.
Like I'm pretty sure their fingernails are like soft.
No, well, maybe right at first. Yeah, they harden. Do I know? Jeff said, "Do I know it's gonna be a zombie?" Is this like if you know that your kid's gonna have a birth defect that would only make them live for so long, and then you want to be able to make the conscious choice that you should be allowed to make whether or not to terminate?
You know it'll be a zombie when you give birth, but if you don't choose to carry that zombie, you have to get married to the other one.
Well, what if this is all just a storyline of?
And here's another thing: is I don't know that I could take husband zombie. I know I could take a baby zombie.
That's true. But here's the thing too, like, does the zombie give vows at your wedding? Rah, 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 rah.
I don't think that's required, is it?
Vows?
Yeah.
You have to give vows? You don't have to.
He definitely has to say I do.
Rah, rah. What the hell, man? Jeff says, yeah, like, I know it's gonna be a zombie, then kill it before it's born. I don't want to go through all the pain and stress of carrying it. If it's gonna die, be killed when it's born. Ooh, that's another good point.
You know what, though? If you keep this in mind, too, it doesn't say that you have to carry the baby. It says you have to give birth to the zombie. So what if, like, it's not like, all right, in 9 months, this baby's going to turn into a zombie. It's like, you are in labor now.
Oh, it's like an instant sudden thing. All of a
It's
sudden
like
you're
suddenly
giving birth.
you
Fuck
are
that.
you gotta go to the hospital.
Fuck that. If that's the case, kill me now. Kill me on the spot.
And the other thing is, do you have to pay for the wedding, or is zombie husband gonna pay for it?
Well, does zombie husband have zombie family?
Well, he's going to.
Or was he adopted into a human family?
No. He's gonna have zombie family.
Okay.
It'll be a human wedding.
No, it'll
so
be
you don't have to go through the zombish customs.
There's zombish customs?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you'll get normal married. Could you just do a courthouse marriage? Because then,
could.
like, the cops in the courthouse are gonna take that thing out.
But what if we're in a world where...
Be like, I do. And then, bam, he's gone.
But what if we live in a world where, like, you remember that movie Warm Bodies?
No.
There's a movie,
I do.
Yeah, where, like, he's a zombie, but he, like, loves a girl
Yeah, he's
or
like
whatever.
a happy zombie.
Yeah, he's like a good, calm, like, I just want to live a normal life, but I'm a fucking zombie. What
I
if
guess
that's
it really
the
depends
case?
on the zombie. If that's the case, then either one's not so bad.
Yeah, if it's just like a Warm Bodies type zombie situation, it's not so bad. If it's like a...
Yeah, if we're looking at like a warm body situation, not like a Romero situation.
Right, like if I've got like a rotting, slobbering, gnawing, you know, if it's like... Now, I've not played The Last of Us and I've not seen it yet. I want to play it before I watch it, kind of.
Well, those are not zombies, those are infected.
But they're clickers. They're like zombie-like creatures, right? That's what they're called, clickers?
Yeah, they're fungal zombies.
Yeah, so, like, if that's what you were about to give birth to, fucking no way.
Well,
no,
yeah, but if you're getting married to that, that's a fun guy zombie. You're gonna have a good time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, you're done. You're done. You're cut off.
Lil Chim says, lol popcorn face motherfucker, kill it now.
I've never actually seen what they look like, to be fair.
They're ugly.
I bet.
They're as ugly as any zombie, I guess. Maybe a little worse, what with the mushrooms and all. But if you're like a mycologist, you'll probably be into that shit. Yeah, there you go. She posted an image.
Oh.
That's a clicker. Yeah.
So I have a really, really fucked up question.
All right, I'm into these. I feel like I actually don't like these because I feel like I always pick the, like, quote-unquote wrong one.
Yeah, the one that everybody's gonna
and
be
people
like,
always
why?
look at me, like, sideways, like, what the hell's wrong with me?
Alright, oh, no, I gotta ask this one first because it's on brand with the whole pigeon-dove situation. Would you rather eat a pigeon or a dove?
A dove.
Is it because it's got more meat?
No, because pigeons are trash. They eat trash. They're trash.
Okay.
By the transitive property, I'm not going to eat trash.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, so the other question, the fucked up question. Would you rather pee through your mouth every time or have your best friend pee into your mouth one time?
What?
Best friend peed in my mouth once.
Honestly, I'd have to say that just because, like, I could not imagine having to pee out of my mouth every single time I had to pee.
I've got a couple
Does
of
that
best
mean
friends.
that you then eat with your genitalia and then pee out?
No,
Oh
that's
my
oblivion.
God.
That's obfuscating the point
Oh my
here.
god.
But I got two best friends. Either one that it picks, I think we would be able to move past it eventually. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I think it would scar me and Jam for life.
Logistically, they would have to get, like, on a table or something because I am not kneeling down for this. That adds a whole other level of, like, degradation that I could not abide.
I get it. I think me and Jam would be content to live in a house where we could just pee out of our mouths together and call it.
But you gotta taste it every time.
Shit, I didn't think about
Imagine
that.
you wake up in the morning and you haven't had anything to drink. You're like, I gotta piss, and you're just like, blah, 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 blah.
Also, we don't. Also, does it feel like throwing up then? Because, like,
It feels, you know, like when you pull your tongue back sometimes and a bunch of liquids, like a bunch of saliva spits out?
nope.
No? Okay. Me neither.
Isn't
No,
that
I
like
mean-
leaking?
Yeah. It is. Not many people can do it. I don't
can't
think.
do it.
Oh,
No.
I do it. Yeah, I can do it.
I've never done it.
Well, it feels like that. So just compare that, the thing that you've never experienced, to
Oh.
Something else you've not experienced.
yeah.
Compare something you haven't experienced to something else you also haven't experienced.
It's fine.
it would have to, unless there's a special like gland in your mouth that to pee from, it would have to just be like a really liquidy throw up.
Oh, yeah, no, it might be awkward, but I'd have to pick best friend once, because honestly, like, the idea of having to do that multiple times a day, every day for the rest of your life is that.
Because I could just call him up and be like, dude, hear me out. I've done a lot for you in our lives. I need you to pee in my mouth.
That's a
Like, I'll set up
tough conversation to have with a friend, but you know what? It
I'll
depends
text
on the
him real quick.
friend
Hold
too.
on.
If it's you're not seriously gonna.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Should I go older brother or younger brother? I'm friends with two brothers.
Older.
Older. Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious on his opinion. Oh Jesus, that's awful. But like, I couldn't.
If it was a life or death scenario, and I
It doesn't
needed you
say
to
life
pee in
or
my
death.
mouth, would you do it?
It doesn't say life or death.
All right. Well, then I'll take that out.
It just says. I mean, you could give him the question. You could just say, if I asked you to pee in my mouth so that I would never have to pee out of my own mouth forever and ever, would you do it? Because
right, hold on. Wait, what is it again?
Ask him
All right.
ask him, would you pee in my mouth if it meant
I had to have you? No, that's not it.
No, just type it out like this. Would you pee in my mouth if it meant that you doing that meant that I didn't have to pee out of my own mouth every day forever? Or every day for the rest of my life? Would you pee in my mouth?
Would you pee in my mouth if it meant that I didn't have to pee out of my own mouth every day for the rest of my life?
And he only has to do it once. Would you pee in my mouth once?
Pee in my mouth once.
One time. The fact that we're texting
this is very urgent.
to another
respond as soon
human
as
being
possible.
in the real world right now.
Yeah. All right, I sent it.
Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, this is an easy one, and I feel like this is one that people get asked a lot. Would you rather always be cold or always be hot?
Always cold. I'm
cold.
already always hot.
Yeah, I think we all can agree cold. Because, one, you can always put on more layers. You can always get blankets. There's ways to get warmer.
I am like a furnace.
When you're hot, yeah, see, I'm typically always hot too. So when you're super hot, like, you can't just be out in the world. You can't just be out in, like, public and be like, I'm so hot, and then just start stripping nude.
Yeah, like, not only that, like, if you're cold, you can put on layers, yeah, but if you're hot, there's only so much you can take off.
Right.
So you
and, like,
take
if
off
you
more
don't
than
have
you
air
think.
conditioning.
But even if you were naked, like...
No, I'm talking go further.
What, just take your skin off?
What?
Just, like, pull that skin off, get that meat off your bones.
Get your meat suit off.
Walking around as a skelly man.
Yeah, just air out your bones. What's she doing, airing out my bones? You gotta get your bones cold enough so that they're
Oh my
shake
god,
rattled.
this one is terrible.
What?
Would you rather pry off your thumbnail with a fork or put a toothpick under your big toe and kick a wall?
Well, considering I've had a toothpick
Your
go
big
under
toenail.
Considering I've had a toothpick go under a fingernail before, about halfway, I would choose the toothpick one.
Oh, really? I would choose the fork because I've already had fingernails ripped off.
You have had fingernails ripped off. That is true. Multiple times?
Twice.
I
Well,
like how
once,
Jam gets real
technically.
quiet when it comes to the pain ones. Jam, it's not like you'd feel the pain. You're already in pain anyway.
You still feel it.
It
No,
would. At least you'd be focused on the other pain.
The one time, technically, my fingernail was still attached. It was just hanging from my finger.
Yeah.
I would probably
Like my
say
finger was
fingernail
hanging off.
one, because if it was to do the toenail one, you've got to walk around and each step's going to be painful.
Okay, I got another piss one.
That's a good point. Oh, God, not another piss one.
Would you rather pee your pants in public once a week or poop your pants in private every other day?
Poop my... Wait. So read it again?
Pee your pants in public once a week or poop your pants in private every other day?
All right. Then this begs the question, how many times in your adult life have you shit yourself? Not on purpose, but like been in a situation where you shit yourself. If you're really, really sick...
I can proudly and confidently say 0.
Really?
I have never in my adult life shit or pissed myself.
Well, I definitely can't say that for piss, because I think I just peed myself the other day when you guys made me laugh so fucking hard that I couldn't breathe. I was drooling and peeing everywhere. It was awful.
That's our sister.
She has not responded yet.
But I don't know if I would want to piss myself in public. Would I be able to wear a diaper? Like an adult diaper?
I would say no, because that defeats the spirit of the question.
Right.
Not really. You're still
You could
doing
wear
it in public.
dark pants.
Yeah, you could wear dark pants, but then people would smell you.
But you're not, see, but if you're wearing a diaper, you're not peeing your pants, you're peeing your diaper.
That's true. So we'll just say pants.
I would say you could wear like black slacks.
Would that not also be the case of you're not peeing your pants, you're peeing your underwear?
Gotta go commando.
It'll go through your underwear, though. It won't go through a diaper.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But, like, it begs the question, would you rather be in public and piss yourself, or would you rather just be sitting at home alone doing nothing and accidentally shit yourself? For me, I'm gonna go pee in public, and the reasoning behind it is because if I shit myself, I am guaranteed to then also throw up in the cleaning up process.
Oh no!
Because
That's a really good point. That is a
throw
very...
up.
You just...
Yeah,
I was just thinking I would go with number 2, but that's just... I think you might have just
Number
changed my
2.
answer, because the cleanup
the
involved
cleanup
in
process,
that is a lot more involved.
It's easier to clean piss out of clothes. If you shit your underwear, you're
And if you're like,
underwear
if
left
you're
and
in
right.
if you're busy and you pee your pants, just keep some extras in your car, some fucking baby wipes, and you're good.
Right. Or just go home.
If you shit yourself in private, that's a whole fucking ordeal.
It's a whole ordeal. Not only do you feel gross, but you then have to peel the pants off.
He said yes.
Oh, see, that's how you know he's a good best friend.
You are a true brother.
You are a true brother. Jam. The question is, I don't know if I want to ask this question to Jam on the internet.
I don't like
worried,
that.
I'm
don't
worried
like
that
the
he
fact it
said
was directed.
yes with nothing else.
Yeah, just yes. But Jam, we're best friends.
No.
We're still...
Could I call next week off, please?
Jam's just like, we can't be friends anymore because
Can you
of this.
can you find a new best friend for next week? And
I
then
already
once
got a
it's
best friend,
happened-
so you're fucked. I'm not.
Well, once it's happened, just let me know and I'll be your best friend.
I need to put an application out there for a best friend.
Oh shit! You
What?
could really
Who
work
would-
an angle on this.
What do you mean?
You could find some fucked up dude with a fetish. He'll pay you an exorbitant amount to do this and save you from the mouth piss.
That's true. I could just be like, if you pay
This is
me...
a one-time offer for
Yeah.
like a
Wait,
$5,000.
no, didn't it say it needs to be a friend though?
Yeah, I could just say...
Yeah, you
I
could be best friends
he
with
could
somebody.
I
You
could
could
just
find
say
some
he's my
fucked up
best friend. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's like
we're doing
gauging, unless
loopholes.
you have to do like a newlyweds thing
No,
beforehand
no,
to determine if he is your true best friend.
No. But yeah, no. Back to the pissing yourself in public thing. Yeah, the cleanup of the second option would be worse.
That is
because
involved. first.
The second that I shit myself and I caught wind of my own, I would fucking puke. And then you got double the cleanup.
I thought I got another response, but it's instead a severe thunderstorm warning.
Oh, great. That means I'm going to get one too.
All right, here's the classic. This is not a would you rather per se, but if given the option, would you choose to be immortal?
No.
Oh, I have pondered this question so many times in my
This
life.
Is a question that I always get sideways glances to. My yes in a heartbeat.
I have gone both ways. Jam's clearly solid no. I mean, in Jam's condition, I could definitely get why no would be the answer.
Well, if you're immortal, I think you're getting cured.
Yeah, if
like your ailments put you don't get peak. If you want to be like peak fitness, you got to work at that. But your other ailments,
your humanly ailments would be cured, and you would be able to live in existence in a normal sense of the word.
You would be put into an average health.
So still no? Okay.
Still no. Like, the pain thing wasn't even the reason. What's the
reason? I'm curious.
The fact that everyone I know and love will be dead.
And you will have forever to get over it.
No, she's got a good point.
Because anyone that I then make friends with is also going to die. I'm always going to outlive them and just be surrounded by death.
And they always talk about how the existence of, like, you know, in, like, vampire lore, like, the existence of being a vampire, an immortal being, is a very lonely and sad existence a lot of the times because you can't have connection. Now this is a little philosophical. On the person too, though. Hold on, this depends on the person too, though, because for someone like Jam, who has that very, like, deep connection with people, I can understand that. But for somebody like you, who has an easier time disconnecting, like, I could totally see the ability to just be like, yeah, I could live forever. I'd get over it. I go back and forth on it. I don't.
Well, here's my part of my reckoning for this is that the reason things get so fucked as a society is because history constantly repeats itself, but no one ever lives long enough to see actively the cycle.
Point.
And if I were to be a true immortal and I was able to give advice and guidance as a true immortal who has lived 1,000 years.
That's a good point.
Imagine the amount of good I could do. Imagine the amount of good I could do with just endless lifetimes of being able to learn.
See, and that's where I lean on both sides. I completely
Also, I'm selfish and I don't want to die.
That's true. I completely agree with Jam where the idea of constantly seeing everyone that I care for, love, die while I have to continue an existence on would definitely be a reason for me to say no. But I can also agree with Bud on this, where I think that if I had immortality and had the ability to live forever, that I would be able to expand on what I'm already doing, which is trying to make the world a kinder, better place and give others a safe space, you know, to exist in and have these positive experiences. So I would be able to expand on that and build on it and grow over the years. And if I was given enough time to do so, that would also allow me to procure the funds to do so. That would give me
time no longer becomes a limiting factor in your mind.
It no longer becomes an obstacle in trying to achieve the thing. But again,
imagine how many theories and ideas and medicines that were lost because the lead researcher died.
Right. But I also really am somebody who is very loving and connected to those that I care about. And I mean, even just losing pets is very difficult. So having lost multiple pets, I see, you know, the idea of losing my family and everything. But then you have to take into consideration, too, like, I'm going to lose my family at some point anyway. So,
right. And well, and the way I view that aspect of it is that I will... a normal life, your loved ones die, you die, and eventually they're all forgotten.
Yeah.
If I were immortal, my loved ones would never die because I would always have my memories of them.
And carry on their memory forever, yeah.
Like I could in 10,000 years cite my brother and sister and mother and father as, direct inspirations of my life. They would be held in posterity for eternity. You are not my sister. We talked about this. We have a separate contract entirely.
How dare? How dare? You adopt one and kick the other out.
All right. So let's take a little bit of another philosophical one. Would you rather walk in on your grandma while she's hooking up with someone, or have your grandma walk in on you when you're hooking up with someone?
Shit. Well, considering that I'm pretty sure I'm asexual at this point in my life.
Irrelevant. This is happening.
Well, I guess I have to preface my answer with this. I once saw my grandmother with no teeth, and that was pretty traumatizing. So, I guess, do I want to live with a lifelong... I
would have grandma walk in on me because grandma's old, so she's not going to have to live with that image for very long.
Right, we'd have to live with that image for a long time. Yeah, I would say
and
walk in on...
whatever heinous acts grandma's getting up to in the bedroom nowadays are no business of mine.
Yeah,
I imagine after 80 years you start experimenting.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna agree. I don't think that I want to see... Also, just the idea of, like, that's a lot of skin flapping around that I don't need to see.
I was gonna go with the other side. Oh no! I was gonna go with the other side where them being like too old that they're not gonna be able to do anything.
Oh no, they're getting
surprised. You would be surprised how limber old people are.
Oh no!
Like, it's terrifying. They are some old little, like, just...
It's like a bunch of bat wings flapping around.
Stop! Gross!
Oh no! I need therapy.
You ever see a naked mole rat?
There's just a naked mole rat with extra skin.
No, I don't want to.
Just imagine,
it's like you're not
at
a certain point. You're not sure where one
dentures in.
Well, it's like you're not sure where one stops and where the other starts because it's all just like flaps together.
Oh, I fucking hate that. I hate it.
All right, moving the fuck on.
Would you rather go back to being 5 or skip forward to be 99?
Oh, back to being 5, 100%.
99, buddy. Yeet me the fuck off this mortal coil.
Nah, 5, man. It was nice when I was 5.
Dude, I've been are you traveling back in time or are you regressing in age?
Regressing in age.
Oh. Well,
then I'm going 99 because I'm already an old man. It's the exact opposite. I couldn't fucking wait to be sitting on my porch screaming at the neighborhood kids.
I already do that shit. I love how we immediately at the same time said the exact opposite thing. I feel like I'm a 90-year-old's body and a 5-year-old's mentality half the time. Like, I'll let me go back to coloring.
I'm sorry, but whoever wrote this goddamn list that I'm looking at has a fetish.
Oh, that's not.
Because there's a lot of poop in here.
Well, let's just not go that way.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
How, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd rather know how.
I don't know. Hang on.
Because if you go
just thinking it over.
Then, like, maybe you could prevent it?
No, it's unavoidable.
It's unavoidable.
Then I'd go for when.
Yeah, well, do you really want to know how much time? Because then you feel like you have to fit everything in at once.
Yeah, because then I feel like if I find out I've got a week, I'm just going to be terrified.
And, like, for people like us with really bad anxiety,
that
all that's going to do is send us into an anxiety, like, panic attack of not being able to focus on anything other than we're going to die, and then in that time frame, and then we're not going to actually do any of the things that we want to or love.
Yeah, I'd rather find out how, and then whenever it happens, it happens.
I want to know when, because I feel like I could do some outrageous shit with that information.
Well, you could, because you could essentially just
imagine
go
being
haywire.
like, all right, well, I'm gonna die at this point in time, at exactly this time. I'm gonna go to a haunted house that day, and the first person that scares me, I just fucking die,
Oh my god.
and that would be on them. You know, you could die in such
mean.
crazy places. I would hide. I would figure out when I was gonna die, and I would go hide.
Oh
And then,
my
like, call the cops and be like, oh, if you can find my body, you'll win your treasures.
Oh, man.
It's like, what am I going to do if I know how I'm going to die? It's like, oh, you're going to die of cancer. It's like, that could be literally at any point in my life.
Exactly, that's why I'd, like, rather not know if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
But what if it's like, I want to know how I die? It's like, you're going to blow up. It's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm going to get exploded? It's like, no, you are going to blow up. It's like, how the fuck does that even happen?
Right, but then
It's like, then you're like, oh shit, do I avoid like fireworks?
Are you
He's like,
constantly
no.
worrying about like how you're gonna blow up, and you're like, well, if I do this, am I gonna blow up? Am I gonna?
It's
if
like,
I
is
do
it
that,
a bomb
am I gonna blow
thing, or is it like a combustion, like spontaneous
yeah,
combustion
like
thing?
is it like, oh, I accidentally touched this freezer at this convenience store, kaboom?
I feel like I'm gonna be told the information, and then a week later be like, huh, that was some crazy dream. What? Funny, I can't even remember it.
You don't
But,
dream,
like,
though.
I feel like if they say some crazy shit, then it's gonna that's gonna stick with you. Like, if it's like, oh, how do I die? It's gonna be mauled by 8 baboons. It's like, I'm in America. There's no baboons here. Like, what the hell are you talking
I
about?
was gonna say, I'm just gonna be like, that's a good job. There's no wild monkeys around me.
But then like that day you're walking down the street and you see a pack of baboons, you're like, oh fuck.
Well,
Like,
I mean, at
holy
that point,
shit.
you should assume death because you're not outrunning them.
That's fair.
Well, like, it could be something fucking like, it's like, oh yeah, you're. What if it's like you're mauled by a hamster? Then you're like, what the fuck?
What? It
are
just
you talking
crawls
about?
in your eye socket and eats your brain.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross, man.
In that case, I keep the hamster cages locked and just pour food through the bars. I'm not opening that cage ever again.
I can't believe you would keep them.
Of course
I mean,
you would
of course.
keep them.
If I was told that,
They
yeah,
only
you're gonna
lived
be.
2 years.
Well, that's a
That
lot
was
of time
dark.
they could get into you.
I just mean like I'm not.
They only live 2 years.
I just
Fuck.
mean it in the way that I'm not gonna rehome them because like they've only got 2 years. I can put up with it.
What if like it's specified that your hamsters are gonna kill you?
Still keep them.
Really? I'd be like, I'm getting a fucking hammer and I'm dealing with this.
A hammer. Just put some pepper in their nose and make them sneeze. Their brains are go.
That's not how that works.
That's how it worked for my friend.
No, it probably hit its head. It probably sneezed, gave itself a concussion, and they just didn't know.
She didn't see it happen, but like she
Exactly.
heard the
Like-
sneeze and then the brain was loose.
No,
Loose?
literally.
Yeah. My
She
friend's
seems to
hamster.
think the hamster. Yeah,
my
go on, you
friend's
tell it.
my friend's hamster when I was in high school sneezed
got
and its
coffee
brain
all
came
over my
loose and died.
Came,
It
like,
sneezed
out?
so hard. No, like it rattled around in its head. It disconnected.
No, it didn't.
It sneezed, its brain dislodged into the skull.
No.
And then the hamster fucking collapsed dead.
You know your brain doesn't have to dislodge to get rattled
Well,
around.
I'm
in the
just
skull,
I'm
right?
just repeating what I was told, okay? This was 20 years
And I'm
ago.
telling
How
you-
long have I been out of high
Your
school?
friend is a liar.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, some of the common symptoms of a hamster being sick is it sneezing. If it wouldn't be a symptom, if it wasn't like treatable, of like a treatable condition, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hamsters are weird creatures.
Don't listen, Stitch and Nibbles. I don't think you're weird creatures.
Just look, don't sneeze, guys. If you sneeze, your brains might come loose. It's
No,
hamster,
they won't.
it's hamster propaganda.
What?
I sound like hamster propaganda. If you sneeze, your brains will come loose, and you wouldn't want that
Oh my
now,
God.
would you?
It's like a no smoking ad, just to the extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Smoke a cigarette, your brain explodes.
Yeah, sneeze as a hamster, and you might fucking die. Oh, man. Alright. Let's try to find a really good one to finish up the episode.
You just reminded me of something. I mean, it can wait till after the episode, but I feel like I might forget it.
No, go ahead.
So you reminded me of like this thing that I read, and it was smoking companies are killing their current customers, and abortion agencies are killing their future customers.
Jesus Christ, that's
What?
I know. I know.
editor. Fucking sniff
That's
this
me.
out.
I'm the editor. What did you say?
Smoking
Said
companies
smoking
are killing
companies
their
are
future.
yeah.
Smoking companies are killing their current customers, and abortion clinics and stuff are killing their future customers.
Bold of you to assume that all babies are gonna have more babies.
It's just something I read.
Jesus.
Maybe don't go to that website anymore.
This website's
But I
got a
didn't wanna
lot
have
of
to have this,
really
like-
violent.
I didn't want to have this
Oh shit!
like
I got
talk about don't believe what you see on the internet so soon. But, like, don't believe what you see on the internet, man.
There was one would you rather that I skipped over, which was like, would you rather speak your mind every time you speak, or would you rather believe everything you hear? Well, Jam's already living that life, so.
Yeah.
And I already pretty much speak everything I fucking think anyway, so. But, alright, I've got the final question. And it's fucking weird, and it's gonna send sensory alarms off left and right here, okay?
Okay.
Would you rather have hair for teeth, or have teeth for hair?
Is it
Ooh,
my
half
current
teeth.
hair?
Yeah. Hair for teeth, or teeth for hair?
My current hair is quite long.
Mine's very short. But would you rather, like, I don't know how you'd eat. The idea of having hair, I already hate the idea of hair in my mouth at all.
Well, no, like, think of it this way, like, is it gonna be, like, stuck there? Like, it's not gonna, like, fall out and you're not gonna swallow it and get it in your food?
Right,
Like,
but,
is it permanently in there?
yeah,
Can
I
it be
mean,
like beard hair? Because I could have like
it would be like
coarse
if the
stubble.
shape of your teeth were replaced with hair. So,
Yeah, that seems easy enough.
or your
You
teeth
pretty much just
would
baleen
be
at that
on
point.
your head.
teeth on your head
I'd hate that.
turns you into a formidable warrior.
Teeth on your head turns you into a really weird mutant form of a Pachycephalosaurus.
Teeth in your mouth is good.
Teeth in your
Ha-
mouth is normal.
Teeth in your head is not as good. Hair in your mouth is already annoying without it being your teeth.
But then,
But
you
then
think,
you're just a whale.
yeah, I was gonna say that there's creatures like whales that their teeth
But
are
that's
basically
not-
just bristles.
Yeah, but they also
Don't
Don't-
chew and eat. They
Yeah.
filter feed.
they just suck.
Yeah,
They,
a
just,
lot.
they get big suck.
Like the krill. So, but the idea of like reaching up to like run, because you just imagining like this just
Does your
happens.
hair stay as hair
Yes.
if you choose hair teeth?
Yes. It doesn't harden and turn into teeth. You just have hair for teeth. You could brush people by biting them. Brush.
You could brush your teeth with a fucking hairbrush.
You could.
Do you have to brush your head teeth?
Yeah, you'd have to clean your teeth with a toothbrush, your head teeth.
I don't know that I'd be into that.
I mean,
I
could
think
you
that'd be
shower?
too much.
Could you shower them? Like, could you just shower and wash them with
Can
shampoo?
you shower your teeth now?
With a toothbrush?
Right, but do you got to get a big toothbrush?
But they wouldn't change size necessarily.
Oh, it would just be a bunch of little teeth?
Yeah, it would just be like a bunch of teeth on top of your head that grew out.
All right, so I can cut my hair.
Yeah.
Can I pluck some teeth on top of my head
No.
to
Well,
make a
it would probably
certain
hurt.
shape?
It'd probably hurt a lot.
Then I'm gonna go with teeth for hair, and I will become Darth Maul.
Jesus Christ. Just creating horns on your head.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You
I'll
could
just have
file your
incisors.
teeth to really sharp and have it as a weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking badass warrior, man. With teeth on my head.
But imagine if we
Crown
all
of
had
teeth.
hair for teeth. The zombie apocalypse would not be a problem because they
Not
wouldn't
me.
be able to bite us.
I would
Well,
be
that also
I would be the
depends-
most dangerous zombie. I'm covered in teeth.
I was
I'm
gonna say
more
it
tooth
also.
than man.
Oh no.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends on what kind of zombie thing you believe, whether it means like scratching or something.
Sorry. I got another response.
Oh,
He said,
no.
I got you, fam, with an eggplant. So, I'm all set with somebody peeing in my mouth. Don't take that out of context, please. Ah.
The sentences that come out of doing these fucking podcasts, I swear to God. But yeah, you're right, Jam. If we did the zombie thing, because, you know, this whole episode comes back to fucking zombies, apparently.
Why is it all piss and zombies this
It's
episode?
I was just gonna say, what if one of the ways that zombies transferred their disease
What, was piss?
through piss? Like, what if
Get
we lived
pissed
in a
on by a
world?
zombie?
But what if we lived? Okay, here's the. I'm gonna put a hypothetical scenario on us, and it's gonna be awful. What if we lived in a world where, when you're born, you get to grow until you're like, we'll say 21 for the sake of whatever.
For legal reasons.
Yeah. When you're born, you're normal up until 21, right? And then at 21, the human genetics just go fucking awry, and you are faced with a choice that you either have to accept your fate and pee out of your mouth every single day, or you have to let a zombie pee in your mouth once. Because zombies and people are just existing in the world together in this hypothetical.
What causes zombification?
Shitting your pants in private.
What?
This is
So-
really, I feel like, getting away
if
from you in a
so if you
bad way.
so if you chose the option to piss yourself once a week in public, you're fine. If you go with peeing every single, like peeing out of your mouth every time, and then you would just piss in public once a week, out of your mouth, and then you wouldn't be a zombie, you would be fine. But if you chose to shit yourself in private, you would become a zombie. You'd still have to deal with like the do I pee out of my mouth or like get somebody to pee in my mouth situation, but that's your options for a zombie. You either shit yourself and become in private and become a zombie, or you piss in public and you stay a human, right? So
Okay, I'm gonna go with pissing in public because
all right, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the thing like everyone's being asked this, so everyone who is in public is also gonna have to do it.
yes.
So they're gonna be like, oh, so it's just that time of the week, is it?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
It's the time of the week. All of a sudden, everyone just stops and pees out of their mouth. Okay, so
I think I'm pretty set though, because I'm pretty sure my buddy would go with the shit yourself in private. So I
Yeah.
have the same dude. He'd just be a zombie pissing in my mouth.
But yeah, if you chose to not pee out of your mouth and instead piss your pants in public once a week, then you would have to have.
Wait, what? Where's the would you rather in this? Because you're
No, it's not a would you
conflating
rather.
all of
It's
them
not
now.
a would you rather. It's a hypothetical situation.
right, but it's not either. But wouldn't it not be
The
piss your
would
pants
you
or out of your
rather-
mouth?
No. The would you rather is the yeah, it is the pee out of your mouth or pee in your pants, because essentially you would be peeing out of your mouth every day as like the default, but when you got to 21, you could choose to have a zombie piss in your mouth once and then you'd be normal again and you'd be able to just pee your pants in public. So the option, the would you rather is, would you rather continue to piss out of your mouth every day, or would you let a zombie pee in your mouth once so that you could just piss in public once?
In your pants.
As a human. In your pants.
All the time, every week.
Once a week.
So you're always going to be pissing yourself no matter what.
No matter what.
That's not...
But if you choose the option to shit yourself...
You're going to piss yourself.
Hold on.
How do you want to do it?
Hold on, but if you choose this is multiple would you rathers in one. But if you chose to shit yourself and become a zombie, you would only shit yourself once, and then you would have to just be willing to pee in other people's mouths as a zombie to save them from having to piss out of their mouths.
Yeah, but you can't take consent away from a zombie.
Well, no,
you don't make them be willing to do that.
You don't have to. It's not a you have to, but like if that's what you're into, you know. So your options are piss out of your mouth, stay a human.
Do the zombies still shit themselves because they're zombies and they don't?
No, they only
dead.
shit themselves once and then they become a zombie. The person, you.
What functionally changes when you become a zombie?
You no longer shit yourself. And you crave flesh.
So no real change for me whatsoever. I don't shit myself and I crave human flesh. That's it.
You just put that on.
That's a pretty easy choice.
Jim, thoughts?
I don't have thoughts.
I already have both of those.
I don't have thoughts. No thoughts, head empty. I did throw you guys into a really weird situation.
That was a really weird one.
Alright, anywho, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it for this, this return
God, you really ended on a whimper there.
We're gonna return, we're gonna call it for this return episode of, Pigeon Podcast. A lot of zombies, a lot of pissing and shitting.
Disgusting.
It was one ears.
It was fucking one is.
Oh my fucking god, I love it. Yeah, we're gonna try to do these either once a week or once every other week.
It's gonna be a bicentennial thing.
We'll see. Yeah, once every, 25 years? I feel like that's wrong.
That's very wrong.
I feel like Bud's silence on that was just the infinite, you fucked it up, kid, once again. You don't know what you're talking about. That's pretty normal.
Bicentennial. That's like 25 years.
Jam, you laughing, but you know how long bicentennial is?
No comment.
Oh my god. Break it down linguistically.
Oh shit. We know what we're talking about. 100%.
What is cent?
25?
No, 100.
That's a quarter.
That's a quarter. What is the base word scent indicate?
Smell?
A quarter?
No, CENT, like centipede, 100 legs.
Oh. I hate centipedes.
Oh my god.
Gross, man.
My god.
I love how easily I can just make you both be like, fuck